in the top 5 in the first round of qualifying. So it's round by round qualifying. So the first round was very, very wet. It didn't really get any drier as the day went on. It only recently stopped raining, and we started to have just little bits of sun come out. We're expecting it to be a lot drier tomorrow. Yeah, we'll have to see how that goes. So large team of Brits here. Probably definitely the second biggest team. If you watch the live Facebook Live that we did yesterday on the EFRA Facebook page, you can check that out. You see how many Brits came out, dwarfed only in number by the number of French racers that were out on the track during the opening ceremony. So a really, really good turnout for everybody here. Yep. Sorry, Jude. I dropped the mic there a second. So that's drivers are finishing their lap. So let's see if the timing kicks in. But let's follow the. Move forward on the track a bit to someone who's about to finish their lap, Jude. Down the straight here. Okay, so I think this car is finished, actually. I'm not sure. No. Okay, so let's follow the next car. See, we want to see someone come in and use this off-ramp. Here we go. Here's off-ramp action. Oh, no, he didn't go in. Is someone else going to be coming in? Move back on the track and move to the right and see if someone else is coming in. Can you move to the right, Jude? Oh, okay. All right. So they have to turn the engines off. So they've changed things a little bit. They were just driving up the ramp and then being lifted over the stoppage. We will open the track in 20 seconds. And you can just see here now. So that car 2 and the car 6 is being lifted, and they go basically. It's like a Willy Wonka assembly line of checks, and they get weighed, they get inspected, they get the bodies are checked, the chassis are checked, all the engines are marked. Racers are only allowed to use one engine for the whole weekend. And they are able to swap if they have to, but basically all sorts of inspections are done ahead of time for the marking of the cars and trucks and bodies and everything. So this we're still in the short course section now. Okay, so we do apologize if anybody who's viewing, if we lost a picture this time, just recently. We are basically fighting a lot of fires this weekend, even though it's been raining. It's been a lot of firefighting that we've been doing, not just here on site, but also back in Nottingham. James Perry, our remote producer for the weekend. And we're just trying to make things as smooth as possible so that everybody has, a good show and something to keep on during the weekend. So thank you for joining us. Thank you for sticking with us. We are doing everything we can. the team here and in the UK and also in Sicily. Sorry, not Sicily, in Italy. All pulling together and trying to make this as smooth as possible for everybody. So today's racing is going to be going until almost 6 p.m. local time. That's Central European time because we are in France. We're just on the western coast of I can't remember what's the name of the region that we're near. I know we're in the Hanbeck region, but I can't remember if we are also in what's it called? Quiller? Brest is the name of the town. Thank you, Jude. Brest is the name of the town. Hanbeck is the region. We're near the city of Quimper. We're directly north of the city of Quimper. Kind of a funky name, isn't it? So we're sort of between Brest and Quimper. And if anyone's familiar with the Channel Islands of Guernsey, I suppose, no, we're directly south of Dorset and Cornwall, but in France. Just on the north side of the Bay of Biscay. So, lovely little vacation area. And three trucks all rammed together now out on track. See if I can get the numbers, find out who these drivers are. Oh, that's Alfie Jack in the lead in the truck 6, and then we got the 5 of Andrew Stevenson, another British racer. Alfie Jack, of course, seems like he's sort of done a bit better than his mom at the moment, and that's the truck 4 with one of the numbers flapping off of Jerome Oldry. These trucks seem to have spread out now. This always seems to happen in qualifying. The trucks seem to get together and hold each other up just a little bit too much, a lot more than they need to, really. So Jude finding another couple of trucks to follow. Who are these guys here now? I'm going to guess one of them is a Brit because I think that looks like a very familiar paint scheme. In that the yellow and blue. Just get nice pass there. Coming through the concrete S's. Going around the bowl. Let's see who these two are. It's the 7, I think, in the lead, and the 3. Judah CL Gandino. That's an interesting one. And the 3 of Julien Bernagat. So a couple of Frenchmen. Like I said, many French racers here this weekend. We've got a couple of Latvians. We have a couple of Estonians. We have, I think, 1 Croatian. And no points for guessing who that might be. It's Dario Vaselli. Only former European champion, I think, in 4-wheel drive. I think it was. It might have been 2. I remember calling his race at Neen Valley in the UK. Won his first, I think that was a 2-wheel drive championship. I think he's won a 4-wheel drive as well. And last year, not sure if I don't think he's done a short course. It's sort of like the entry course, sort of like Formula One is for the large-scale touring car. But it does have a very large group of racers now. Arguably, I think it's the biggest. I need to check. I need to check the numbers here, the entry lists. Just have to give up on my tablet. It doesn't seem to want to work properly. That's fabulous. Okay, so let's bring up RC timing and see the participants. So 44 racers in 44 racers in short course. That's a pretty good number, I must say. And in two-wheel drive should be quite a bit more. 38. Well, no, just overshadowed just a tiny bit. And in four-wheel drive is going to be quite a lot. There are 52 racers, so not that much more, really. But a good number. So it's, I know that large-scale off-road has always been a bit oversubscribed, so it's racers on the waiting list wanting to get in. Alfie Jack at the moment leading this one. With Jerome Oldry in second. Leo Van Oort third, Eric Lacourt fourth, Andrew Stevenson, Julian Bernagat, David Attewell, and Judicial Gandino. Just pipping David Atwell, as I was saying his name, for the last group. So it's Alfie Jack chasing. Who's he chasing now? Coming into the bowl. It's a car one. Sorry, got distracted there. Leo Van Oort of car one, being chased by Alfie Jack. Alfie Jack scheduled, looks like he's forecasted by the computer prediction, saying he's going to finish 15 laps in 10:05, which looks like it's about 7 or 8 seconds faster than Jerome Oldry's predicted finishing time. Fast lap of 40.4 for Alfie. He's doing really well. Obviously this year, I think we saw him in fairing. This is going to be Alfie Jack's third or fourth Euros, I think. So he's no stranger to what happens now, and I'm sure he's a regular on the British large-scale racing scene with his mum Heidi. You know what that guy's Craig is? Craig, the EFRA guy. He's the only one wearing an EFRA hat. The English guy? Yeah, he's right there, that guy. Can you go down to him and ask him about turning this off? I've already talked to him about it. I don't know if he mentioned it to Michael, though. Or Michelle, or whatever. Okay, so sorry about that. Just had to confer with Zach, one of our video guys that we like to use. Zach had to do some extracurricular driving for us today. So thank you very much to Zach for literally putting in the miles. He hasn't given me my payment card back yet, though, so I need to remember to get that off him. Can't be wandering around in a foreign country with the company card. All right, so let's see what is happening in the chat. If you are joining us on EFRA, YouTube, or Facebook, or RCTV, YouTube, or Facebook, please drop us a line in the live chat and let us know who you are cheering on, and if you have any follow requests, and we will do our absolute best to follow who you are requesting. So just trying to bring up we have quite a good number of people watching, so thank you very much for joining us. We hope you're enjoying the coverage so far. So mini fat pants. That's an interesting one. I don't know if I want to know the story behind that username. Mini fat pants saying, "Come on, Alfie, Jack, and Andrew." Ralph Tommen is saying, "Breton." Fox Nicholas Renard saying, "Breton, the region." Yes. Oh, okay. Sorry. Yes. Okay. I had it wrong. The region is Brittany, not Hanbeck. Okay. I get it. I'm a few minutes behind on the chat. BRCA has popped in and said, "Short course is the largest class of racing in the UK these days." That's amazing. That's really cool. Filippo Lillini saying, "EFRA, dove possibile vedere il campionato italiano GT di Vallelunga?" Well, that is on our. If you're looking for the 1/8 IC buggy Euros from Sacile at the Ungaro Ring, Nick and Matt are on a different broadcast on the RCTV channel. So if you're watching this one, you'll have to kind of back out of watching this video and find the RC Racing TV channel on YouTube or Facebook, and just find the other video in the list of live videos. So it's a little bit confusing. We do understand, but there are 2 live events being broadcast this week by EFRA and RC Racing TV. Bjorn Holland saying, "Hey guys, have fun down there broadcasting 1/5 Euros. Fingers crossed for Alfie, Jack, and Mum Heidi." So Bjorn, great to hear from you. Hope you're doing great. And Alfie is now a regular A finalist in the UK short course class. That's fantastic. And RVDBRC saying, "Well, you know what? If you can do a better looking track, you go ahead and do one, Dan. Knock yourself out." Takes a lot of work to make these things go. So dissing the track is not all that cool. So Matt Buxton saying, "Looking good. Hi, Tom in the UK. Come on, guys." So go on the Brits, saying Steve Milner, Barry and Jason Mander, obviously being cheered on by Charlie Mander. So thank you very much, Charlie, for joining in. Vicky McCabe saying, "Yes, Alfie, Jack, you smashed it." He certainly did. And Milan Mia saying, "Thank you very much. You're posting something in there that's not really an RC Racing TV link, but hopefully that goes to the right link." Mini Fat Pants saying, "Come on, Ian, Jack, Taylor, and Zach." Orfeo Tremor saying, "Nice to see all the guys and girls having fun." That's exactly true. We do have quite a few female racers running here, I believe. I know that I'd seen at least a couple names that I recognize. And as you can see by the names on the on our timing tower, we got Ian Oddie, winner of this class last year. knocked out, I think, in the semis last. No, he won 2 years ago. Sorry, knocked out in the semis last year. Taylor Letchford, current fast lap holder of 36.8. I'm sure we're going to see that better this time with the track drying up. We've got quite a good amount of wind, and no rain has fallen in the last couple of hours. We also have Jack Keatley from the UK, Thomas Lego, Fabian Marat, Keys Jimink, Zach Whittleston, Corentin Filippo, Laurent Nassur, and Nikolay Angelov. So we have Damon Mosey tuned in from Adelaide, Australia. Good day, Damien. And good day again to our very good friend Callan Gunn. I'm sure it must be what, 10 o'clock p.m. for you guys? I check with Zach. Ralph Tommen saying in the chat, so maybe this time more about the manufacturer of car, engine, remote, etc. I'm not sure what you mean by this time, but yeah, it's always come down to a durable car, a solid engine. The remote, sometimes, it's more of a personal thing, whether the actual controller makes a difference. Usually it comes down more to the servos and the strength of the servos and the durability of those. Hardware, always very important. Callan Gunn saying, yes, it's 10 p.m. I know Australia is a very, very wide country, so but most people do seem to live on the East Coast, so that's why I always go 8 hours. 8 hours ahead of where we are. Thank you very much, Callan, and it's again, it's great to have you again. Dave Revitt saying turned in to watch my pal Matty Chapman. Yeah, Matty, hopefully, is he? Well, let me know when he's running, and I will keep an eye out for the name, and we'll try to follow him. So Taylor Letchford, 36.8 fastest lap so far. I think that's going to be in qualifying, I believe, because they've done one round of qualifying. So it kind of throws out all the control practice times. 38.4 so far is his fastest lap. Ian Audie of Audified Motors, 39.2 is his fastest lap so far, running fourth at the moment. Fabian Morat, one of the fast guys, and Jack Keatley, again, another one of the fast guys. This is our fast group of short course racers. So our last and final group, Group 5. Again, this is Heat 2. Unfortunately, we weren't able to come on for all of Heat 1, but here we are. As get very kindly a Coca-Cola delivered. Well, I should say a fizzy caffeinated drink. Fizzy caffeinated cola. So, as our equipment is starting to dry out, and ourselves, I'm waiting for my toes to dry out, because I very wisely chose to wear my mesh sort of like street running shoes. But yeah, lesson learned. Darren Worth saying Matty Chapman is in two-wheel drive. So yes, we'll have a look out for him. Mini Fat Pants saying, come on, Zach, have it! I'm assuming that's Zach Whittleston from the UK, who was in third but just been pipped by Jack and Ian. So these guys having 3 minutes left in this one. So we got a big group of cars that are kind of 2 by 2 by 2. So let's follow this pair here. So I can get the numbers. And I can't really, not from the tiny screen that we've got. So I'll... wow, they're all getting clumped together, is Nick's favorite term. Got the car 4. That's the car 1 of... I think that's Taylor. No, it's Ian. Ian in the car 1. That's a... Nice little ego boost. So the car 4, the 1, the 5, that is our previous, no, it's Fabian Morat. And then behind this group that we see on screen is the 9 and the 6 of Laurent Nasseur and Kees Jimmink from the Netherlands. All these cars are like really close together. And this is just qualifying, so everyone on their own clock. And you can hear Pedro, the EFRA referee, imploring the drivers to work together. And coming towards us over the big jump. Oh, nice pass there. Oh, and then over. Yeah, it's the truck 3. Let's make sure. I'll have to have the replay button ready for these guys if they're going to be doing action like that. Darren Worth saying Taylor is in the white truck, Zach in the black, and Ian O is red, white, and blue. So yeah, definitely. Thank you very much. I have to look around, like it's a bit. We haven't really finely tuned the commentary position here. We've got a very small screen that can't quite read the numbers on, so it's just easier to lean around the gazebo wall as we're following Ian coming up with this big jump. Look at that, nice landing there. It is a very smooth landing. You can't really tell from the camera, but it's sort of a soft landing. It's like a nice angle. That apart, as opposed to that angle off of that step up double. Very difficult there. So now we got the 0 and the 6 really battling. And the referee saying, take it easy, guys. Work together, work together. Of course, no one ever does, but it's a bit like kart racers, like passing someone and then tapping your head saying, think, let's work together and chase the next guy. No one ever does. Everyone always, these guys are racers. Everyone's a racer, so it's really difficult to get them to calm down and not try to, because if you constantly battling and bumping everybody, well, you might get called for a penalty for one thing, but you're also just going to be slowing yourself down. It's just what happens. So another truck over. See, that was the 6. Now has the 2 of Taylor all over the back room. That's but 6 is Kees Jimmink. Let's follow the white truck just coming out of the bowl, Jude. Do you see the white truck? That's him. That's Taylor in the our fast lap holder. .37.7 this time around, so he's about a 1.1 seconds off of his fast lap. So a lot of people cheering Taylor on. So we'll stick with try and stick with Taylor for a couple of laps here. And I will just bring up the current ranking lists. So Ian Audi was the original, the first round TQ. So I'm not that surprised, but Taylor last year, I remember him being super fast. And again, the truck looks very smooth. The driving looks very controlled. Obviously, most of these drivers will not have been to this track before. Oh, nice. Nice control over that off-camber corner there. Coming around the bowl. over that odd double. And over the small double. Tiny tabletop and big tabletop coming up here on the main straight. Very nice. And the huge jump. Nice and smooth landing, perfectly placed right at the apex of the corner. So you can see what sort of driving is. The track getting a lot more grip than, oh, wow. Cutting that corner tight, but that is a very difficult corner to see from. And if you watch the opening ceremony on Facebook Live yesterday on the EFRA RC Motorsport Europe page, had a tiny bit of a track walk and just showed a close-up of the surface of the track, and just give an example of what it's like out there. So again, Ian Audie taking the TQ in the first round. Jack Keatley taking second place. Taylor Letchford third. Thomas Leigel, Fabian Marat, Alfie Jack finishing top 6. Well, in the 6th position, almost top 5. That's amazing. Zach Whittleston in 7th. Corentin Philippou, Leo Van Oort, and Eric Lacourt. That's the top 10 after the first round. So we're going to see what happens here, and if anything shakes up, because it looks like Taylor Letchford is going to take this round. Ian Audie currently second, due to finish actually very, very close. Only a second apart on the forecasted time. Taylor is finished on 10:24. So 16:10:24. Let's see what Ian Audie is. Try and find that red, white, and blue truck. He's just come across the line there. So great spot there by Jude. Literally not even a second apart. So 10:24.7 for Taylor. Ian Audie, 16 laps in 10:25.3. So that is how close it was. Fastest laps, almost identical again, 37.6 and 37.8. It is going to be a battle between Taylor and Ian for the rest of qualifying, I wager. So very, very tight. I'm glad we followed Taylor there, just completely on accident. But, yeah, that's a very tight battle going to be happening between those two. Ian, I'm sure, is pitting in his red Ian-mobile. I don't know what he calls it, but that's what I call it. Let's see what if this has refreshed now, the ranking lists. So, overall, so Taylor Letchford has a 0 and a 3. Ian Audie has a 0 and a 2 because he's finished second. So, Taylor finished third in the first round. So that means at the moment, without any throwouts, Ian has got the TQ. Fabian Marat has a 3 and a 5, so he is third overall. Jack Keatley, then Alfie Jack. He is actually in 5th place overall. That's amazing. Really, really good running for young Alfie Jack. I did ask him yesterday if he's going to beat his mom and on the track, and there you go. So, in two-wheel drive, which is the group that is out now, and we'll just swap over to our static cam. Our ranking list so far. So we have Theo Plant, I'm going to guess from France, in the TQ spot with a 0. Cyril Cador with 2 points. Carl Norris, Luke Vandenberg, Laurels Abes, Oliver Whittlestone, Thomas Kraus, Mark Higgins, Danny Millett, and Lucas Borchert. So that's our top 10 for two-wheel drive. And that group is, well, no, they're not out just yet. They will be out in 4 or 5 groups' time. Everyone getting 10 minutes per qualifying run. So there we go. That's just to round up the qualifying for that group. So yes, Mini Fat Pants. Come on, Taylor. He's an animal. He is. RVDB saying, go Ian. Brilliant driving Taylor saying Vicky McCabe. Bola, go Ronnie, go. And Mini Fat Pants also cheering on. Come on, Barry and Kayla. So in this next group, this is just warm up at the moment. We've got Felix Gil Lopez, Craig McGinnis, Milan Prusa, Henrik Worm, Richard Heerink, Michael Lang. I don't know. I can't see. Well, the name is that long. I can't see the first name. But Baraza Gorbea and Klaus Carlson.
5 and 3. Work together. 10, 9.
So again, the driver's being told to work together.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And pick a car, any car, Jude. Any car will do. Oh, and we might. Seems like we might be having more rain again. We have plenty this morning. We didn't really want to see any more. I mean, I like the rain, but you know, enough's enough. So we're just getting some more rain protection on our cameras. So apologies for the still camera. It's still, well, no, they're a minute and a half into their second round of qualifying for two-wheel drive. And again, you know, we went through the numbers before. There's almost as many two-wheel drive racers as there are short course. And for four-wheel drive, I thought there'd be a lot more. But there's only about 10 more racers. But again, this is consistent. Right. Ooh. Now these cars, I haven't had a chance to walk around the pits really because there's only one section of pits, and large scale is one of these classes that's, well, I mean, it doesn't seem to have. It definitely has. They're very, very spread out in the pits because everybody uses a van to get around, and usually the vans eventually turn into motorhomes when people are driving around the continent to do their racing. So I don't really know exactly where everybody is. I see some racers and I recognize them in the pits from around where they're situated, but it's just very difficult. It's not like touring car or nitro where everyone's like clustered all together pretty much. Large scale is very, very spread out. It's just how the class has evolved. But I am trying to see if they have. I don't think they have front brakes. I know the large scale touring cars do, which I think are just epic. I love them. But I don't think these have front brakes. They definitely have rear brakes, obviously. They have some sort of brakes. I'm sure someone will pop up in chat and let me know. All right, so speaking of chat, I will pop in. So Mini Fat Pants Well, you're cheering on what? How many people are you cheering on? The entire GB team. Mini Fat Pants saying, come on, Craig McGinnis. Definitely Craig McGinnis in the car 2. Let's see if we can find car 2, because we do have someone in the chat who would like to cheer him on. I think this is Craig just coming over. No, that's car 4. Oh, here's car 2. The gigantic Union flag with the yellow wheels. Ooh, and a dead car 4. Oh, no, not dead. But anyway, we're on Craig here. So it has just started spitting again. So bits of rain still coming down. I did mention earlier that we were expecting it around 3 or 4 maybe. And you can see the sliding of the cars on the concrete paving slabs. So Craig here running in the slowest heat. Coming over the tabletop. And then braking quite heavily actually for that the big turn at the end. Not getting it quite right on the landing there. Ooh, a little bit too much throttle. Kicking up some dirt. So Craig could do with just maybe a little bit more speed and confidence maybe in the car. But I don't know how old Craig is or how long he's been racing, but sometimes that sort of thing just comes with experience and age. Two-wheel drive can have front brakes. Okay, yes. Elcon use air brakes and the others use hydraulic. Okay, thank you very much, Bola, in the chat. If you have any other bits of information. I haven't had a chance. We've been so busy ever since we landed. I'm looking very, very closely. I just don't see. Maybe I'm looking only at the Elcon cars, but I just don't see the discs in the front wheels. So yeah, I haven't had a chance to wander around the pits and find where everybody is located. I can see obviously there's like British flag, there's Brittany flag, there's all sorts. And unfortunately, and it's a really unfortunate that most of the French racers just really are not confident enough in English to want to be on camera or talk with us too much. So we don't really get to know them very well. And of course, I mean, yes, English is the official language of the EFRA European Championships, but we do try. I have been learning Duolingo now for over 500 days, so that's just Italian. And it's only just a bit better than my German, and my French is absolutely nil, so. So we have a pretty fast car. Let's find this red car here, Jude. Just coming underneath us, followed very closely by the 6. It's the car number 1. It's, I think, one of our local racers. Felix Gil Lopez. I'm completely wrong there. One of our Spanish racers. Followed by the car 6 of Michael Lang from Germany. Running currently in last place, but the red car running second overall right now. Just a very... Oh, all right. Take it easy. That's Craig underneath us, just revving his engine. So this is Felix Gil Lopez. And Pedro, our EFRA referee, saying, open the door. Just to, sometimes if a racer, if it's the first time a racer has come to a European championship event, they may not be aware, or it just may be difficult to remember to let fastest cars go by. I'm sure that's shared in the team manager meetings, but sometimes the information doesn't get passed down properly, and it just happens. So let's find one of these cars about to cross the start-finish line here, Jude. Maybe the car 7, who's the lead of these 3 cars. Just the first car about to go into the bowl. That's car 7. Let's see who this is. This is our other Spanish racer, Baratza Gobea. About to be crossed by Craig McGuinness. So all you Craig McGuinness fans out there are going to be able to get to see him. I'm not sure. I think he's maybe just got past Craig. But you'll be able to see Craig in shot there for a little bit sometimes. Dragging a piece of the track with him, I think. A little bit of string or grass or something. And this is... Oh, that is not a good hit there. I could hear that. I could feel it through my feet. Wow. That's like brickwork and concrete. Okay, so that is everyone almost finished. About half the cards finished. Craig finishes on 12 laps. Just 1 lap behind Lopez and Baratza. And there's our finishing orders come up. So you can see on screen, it's Carlson and Lang haven't officially finished yet, but it's pretty much where they're going to be.
Good job. Next run, group 7, group 6, marshals to your position. Group 6, let's go to your places. Track will open in 20 seconds. Okay, track is open. Go, go, go.
3 minutes to start.
Okay, marshals, we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to your position. Let's go, marshals. Just warm up, guys. Work together. Together. Thank you.
I just introduced all the drivers, and I didn't realize that my mic wasn't on. So we have Barry Mander as they're warming up. Don't worry, there's plenty of time for them to get their 10 minutes of qualifying. The second round of qualifying for two-wheel drive. Barry Mander, Ronnie Lund-Borchert, Thierry Boutillon, Nicholas Crank, Paul Diver, Christoph Laurier, Darren Smith, and Kaylee Knight. So those are drivers out on track. For, you know what, I haven't mentioned, I think I mentioned once. We had so much going on. Mentioned once what the event is. We're here in Brittany, between Brest and Quimper in Brittany, France, at the EFRA Large-Scale Off-Road European Championships for 2024, brought to you by Elcon Models. Thank you very much to Elcon for being our title sponsor for this event. It's a great brand, and if you're interested in these sorts of cars, whether it's two-wheel drive or four-wheel drive, check out Elcon Models. Some really good cars, and actually won a couple of the championships last year, I believe. So yeah, check them out. Also sponsored by RC Fox, RC-Car-Online, and Samba.
Ten, nine, eight, seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And time has just started. The hooter has sounded, and 10 minutes of qualifying for the second heat of two-wheel drive. They are out on track now, and we are with, I think that's car number 1 already. Perfect pickup, Jude. Thank you very much. This is Barry Manor from the UK. So let us know in the chat if you are cheering on Barry. And Darren Worth saying he's cheering on Darren Smith, Barry Mander, Kaylee Knight, and Paul Diver. So just some good activity in the chat. Charlie Mander, of course, saying go on Barry. So Charlie, let us know how you're related. You're obviously related. So do let us know.
Marshall 7. Marshall 7 behind you. Marshall has 7 behind you. Thank you. Careful though. You need to be careful going here.
Okay, let's see. Car 3 now. We are with Thierry Boutillon from France. I'm assuming Thierry is going to be quite familiar with this track. It's an easy assumption to make, but France is not a tiny country by any means. Still takes several hours to drive across it, so don't know where Thierry's from. If he's from the Nice region or Marseille or something like that, it's going to be quite a ways away. This won't be a regular track for him, but maybe he lives just on the road. Who knows? I don't know. Right, so let's see who else is. Chat. Barry is Charlie's dad, so definitely you gotta cheer your dad on. So Thierry in the lead with this one. Darren Smith in the car 7. So if you can find the car 7, Jude, it'd be helpful. Barry Mander now popping up in the second. Then we have Ronnie Lund Borchert, and then Kaylee Knight, who will definitely have to follow in the car 8 at some point during this run. Nicholas Crank, Paul Diver, and Christoph Lower not starting this one. So we're on the car 7 now. Thank you very much, Jude. This is Darren Smith.
Good job, good job. Keep going.
Darren going into the bowl. And taking that as single and single. That's a good choice, I think. It's a very tricky couple of jumps, that one. Oh, getting it a bit crossed up on that landing. All right, so that's Darren Smith. Let's see if we can find the car number 8 of Kaylee Knight, also from the UK. I believe this is Kaylee. Yeah, we are. Can just about read that 8 on the front. There we go. Yeah, keep it a little bit wider there, Jude. Kaylee doing pretty good to be in the second group of qualifiers for this one. I know she runs nitro buggy and I think electric buggy as well in the UK. I'm not sure if like in practice or if during national level events, but it's pretty good to be at the European Championships and go straight into the second group of racers instead of being in the first group. Obviously, the heats get filled with faster and faster racers as we go on. So Kaylee at the moment running 4th in this group. There's 8 racers in this one. Only 7 running, with Christoph Lower not making the start. So just coming underneath our position. Oh, guys, just having a little chat with Zach time. Yeah, so let's see where we are in with the chat situation. So Ian Yun asking, please in Group 11 follow my slower brother Neil Young. We'll do our best, but you might have to remind us in when Group 10 is out. But I'm sure I'll remember that comment when Heat 11 comes out. Follow my slower brother, not your faster brother. Your faster brother Bart or whoever. So Kaylee coming up the car 8 in that white and pink, coming up on the car 5 of who is that? That's Paul Diver. She's about to make a pass on Paul. Paul running in the 7th position, the last of the driving cars. Oh, and tips it over, and that lets a nice opening there for Kaylee to get through. A little bit. Oh, gets the landing just a little bit crossed up there. And ends up hitting the... those are bricks. I mean, those are very large bricks as well. It's not like pipe like you would find on even a 1/8 scale course. And this is the finishing line right there. You can hear the plink of the computer timing finishing. Kaylee is still running. So yeah, she gets tipped back over, and let's finish the race with Kaylee. Nicely done over that double, and coming over the big tabletop. Coming over the little tabletop now. And this is possibly one of the trickier sections of the whole course here. You have to get some good acceleration off there, and then you have this tricky blind off-camber corner, and then you're driving towards yourself on these concrete S's where it's completely different traction. So that is Kaylee finish. She finishes with 13 laps in 10:14 in her Elcon. Ronnie Lund-Borchert taking the win with this one. Barry Mander in the car 1. Taking second, Thierry Boutillon taking third. Darren Smith finishing 7th with the car 7. Nicholas Crank still running in the car 4. He's going to finish with 13 laps in approximately 10:51. And then Paul Diver has also finished. Christoph Lower not making the start. And we'll see that finishing order come up very shortly. Charlie Mander, I think it's funny that you call your dad Barry, but you know, Bart calls his dad Homer, I guess.
Okay, thank you, God. Oh, God. Next run will be Group 8, Group 7. To your position, marshalling positions, please.
So Heat 8. There's the names on the screen. Got Mark Higgins, Lucas Borchert, Matthew Chapman, Ethan LeRuzic, Kevin Churchill, Cyril Moreau, Thomas Kraus, and Baptiste Quetier. So 3 minutes of warm-up has started for these guys.
Okay, we have Marshall 1. Okay, Marshall 2. Okay, Marshall 2. 4, 5, 6. Okay, 7. Okay, 8. Okay. We need Marshall 3, 4, and 5. In their position. Okay, for 3. That's all for the empty. Go, guys.
So we've had 1 minute warm-up already. The fastest lap in this group has been Cyril Kodor with 37.2 lap time. Very quick. There's the names on screen for you. So you're watching the EFRA Large Scale Off-Road European Championships for 2024. Brought to you by Elcon Models and broadcast by RC TV. It's RC Racing TV and EFRA, the European Federation of Radio-Controlled Automobiles. We'd also like to thank rc-car-online.de, RC Fox, and Samba for providing sponsorship that allows us to bring you this coverage for free, live and uninterrupted as much as possible. Anyway. So 1 minute left to go. As you can see, everyone out there. Everyone's crossed the line to start, or at least to be counted. So let us know who you're cheering on. James Martley, hello, watching from the States. And Neil Young saying, I think you mean fast Ian Young, as you're not here, loser. So Ian and Neil having a little brotherly spat in the comments.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And here we go. The hooter has sounded. 10 minutes of qualifying for Heat 2 of Group 8. This is two-wheel drive. Let's see who Jude has picked up here. We've got a couple of very brightly colored cars. And that is the 5 and the 4 of Kev Churchill and Ethan LeRuzic. Someone has come to an unfortunate stop there. So Thomas Kraus, first one of the cross with 42.8 lap time. Remember, everyone on their own lap. Everyone, this is round by round qualifying. So TQ in this round, I did have this mentioned before, was Theo Plant and Cyril Kadur finishing second. He also has the fastest lap at the moment. Third in the first round was Carl Norris. Luke Vandenberg. Fourth, Lars Abez, Oliver Whittlestone, Thomas Kraus, Mark Higgins, Danny Millett, and Lucas Borchert. Or Borchet. That's the top 10 in two-wheel drive. So let us know who you are cheering on. And group of 3 cars now. As long as they don't hold each other up, the referees don't really mind that these guys are running together as a group. It's when you have a faster car, clearly faster car, trying to get past a group of slower cars. There we go. So green cars moved over. I think even without being asked to, which is great. So we do want to thank everyone for joining us here from live from the west coast of France. I want to say the east coast, but it's west coast of France. So we're currently at 2:49 in the PM. So it's Central European time. So if I do mention any times, such as when we're expecting to finish this evening, which is around 6 p.m. local, that's Central European time. So please adjust your clocks accordingly. If you're on the east coast of Australia, you'll be about 8 hours ahead, I believe. If you are on the east coast of America, you're 6 hours behind, and so forth. So this is, I think this is car 4 of Ethan LeRuzic, our current leader. So it is a good car to stick with Jude as he's coming around and out of the bowl, as I've taken to calling it. He's just been pipped by Matthew Chapman, but and then again by Thomas Kraus. But no, we'll stick with him for a little while. 40.444 seconds lap time the last time around for Ethan. These cars running, I believe, is a 26cc engine. I have to cast my mind back to, I did read through the technical specifications of the all the cars and classes earlier. But there's two-wheel drive have the smallest engine, and then there's four-wheel drive, and then short course have the larger size. I think it's 36 or 32. I think it goes 26, 30, 32. But don't quote me on that. But these, all the information is in the EFRA rulebook. All the cars and trucks being checked by scrutineers at the before official practice starts. There's free practice, and then there's official practice and timed practice. That all wrapped up yesterday. Now we're into qualifying. Due to technical issues, we did miss the first round of qualifying this morning. Not our fault, but it just happens sometimes. And now we are into the second round of qualifying, rapidly followed by the third round of qualifying. How about that? And then we're going to have a final round of qualifying tomorrow. So 4 rounds in total, and I believe it's going to be the best 2 rounds to count. So 2 throwouts, I think. I will double check that before we end the broadcast today. And then we go straight into the lower finals, and that will finish up tomorrow evening. The semifinals for all of the course, all 3 categories start Saturday morning at 9 a.m. local time. And again, the qualifying round 4 starts at 9 a.m. tomorrow as well. So let me just see if I can try to bring up the specifications, the rules. For the qualifying information. Okay. Sorry, this is really boring because I'm reading about the qualifying. Overall qualifying positions are decided by each driver's best points in the event. Let's see. I might have to read this tonight because this is it's quite wordy. Some of the rules. Just about the. Oh no, here we are. Out of 6, out of 5, out of 4. Out of 4 completed rounds, 2 count. Okay, so there we are. That answers my question. There we go. Thank you very much. So, where were we? We were in the chat to see if we have anyone asking for any more follows. Remember, if you would like to really and truly support RC Racing TV, you can join our Heroes program, and that is to just on the RC Racing TV YouTube channel, find the join button, and you can join our Heroes. Basically, you become you sort of become a member. There's a monthly charge, and you get some really cool perks such as your name highlighted in the live chat and in chats on comments on the videos that we have, the edited videos. You get to see the edited videos a couple of weeks ahead of time before anybody else does. So it's really cool, like our RC autopsy videos. Those are really, really fun, good videos to watch. You also get a cool RCTV badge next to your name. You might see some people pop up in the live chat with those. You start off with a black badge that says RCTV, and then it becomes a red badge after an unspecified and secret amount of time. I think it's after 2 months. And then you get more and more different colors or the colors change the longer you stay as being a member. So it's quite cool. You also get a 10% discount on merch on rcracingtv.com. We do have a merch store there, so that's a fantastic way to support RC Racing TV and our efforts to bring amazing RC TV, RC action and racing to you live and for free from all around the world. So, at the moment, we have Ethan LeRuzic in the car 4 in the lead. Then we have Lucas Borchert from Borchet. I don't know if it's Borchet because he's Danish or he just lives in Daneland, Denmark. Thomas Kraus, I think he's from the Czech Republic. Matthew Chapman, Kev Churchill, Mark Churchill, Mark Higgins and Kev Churchill, Cyril Moreau and Baptiste Cretier. Not finishing this one. Had to pull off after a few laps. So first finisher is Thomas Kraus. Let's see who we are going to cross. Unfortunately, they can't drive straight into the thing. No, this car is still finishing. So this is car 2 of Lucas Borchert. And yeah, this car is this car is finished, Jude.
Okay, no more laps, guys.
No more laps.
Technical inspection lane. You may cut the track to be faster. No more laps. Next run, group 9. Marshall from group 8. To your positions, let's go.
Okay, so Dave Rayett in the chat saying, "Go Matty C." Indeed, Matty C, I believe, is going to be coming up in one of the later heats, if not the very last heat.
Okay, guys, the track is open. Go, go, go.
Pedro really likes to call out tell the drivers, go, go, go.
Okay, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, okay. Marshall 9. Take your position, please.
So just telling Jude about our the RCTV rain jacket, which is really cool because it's a windbreaker and a rain jacket, and it's packable. Turns into a little pillow, and it even has a little elastic strap so you can wrap it around Zach's head as a little pillow on the airplane. Yeah, it's good stuff. You can get that on rcracingtv.com. How about that? I have a sort of unannounced competition with Nick to see who can sell the most merch using our 10% discounts. Now, I'm going to tell you the discount for anyone who's watching. You can use LSOR 24. That's all caps LSOR, as in large scale off-road 24. So LSOR 24, and you get 10% off anything, any order on rcracingtv.com. So one use per customer. So make sure and get a massive order. get a really big order, and use that code,
No.
and bish bash bosh, 10% off.
Okay. No returning at 2 points.
So make sure you remember that.
30 seconds to start.
Ooh, big burst of rain just come through. We've got,
Conditions again.
yeah, we've got more rain. We definitely have more rain now. So
Let's work all together.
great.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You have to cover the marshal. The marshal. Ah. So we're frantic movements of covering things and electronics and stuff. So it's all part of the fun. Right. Okay, so these guys are okay. They're on their first lap. The hooter is sounded 30 seconds into qualifying run 2 for this group 9. I don't remember seeing Cyril Kadur get counted, so I was looking out for him because there he goes. Okay, so he's crossed the line. So let's see if we can find car 4 out there, Jude. He's one of the ones who's recently crossed the lap. Car 4 is, I think, about to start the straight. I think is, yes, the one just coming towards us now, Jude. Just coming underneath it. Is that Cyril? That's Cyril with our fastest lap, 37.2. I don't think he's going to come anywhere close to that this time because, the track is a lot slicker now with that little burst of drizzle that has just hit everybody out on the track. Even Craig from EFRA has popped up his umbrella. So it's very difficult conditions for us really here. This is Cyril going over the small concrete tabletop. Teo Plant, who first round TQ in the car 2. See if we can find car 2 out there. This car. There's Cyril. Are we already on him? Oh, there we go. Here's Teo. Nice color combination. I like that purple and cyan. It's nice. Let's see what the action is in the chat now. Any action in the chat? Do let us know where you are viewing us from and who you're cheering on, what country you are hoping does the best. Sorry, we're just looking for more and more things. So Cyril still in the lead with Teo running second. A swap around of their first round results. Carl, I'm going to say it's Carl Norris. I think they may have gotten that one swapped around accidentally. Running fourth in the car 6. And Jeremy Noel, Fabian Ritter, Danny Millett, Oliver Whittleston, and Luke Vandenberg. That's your top 9, or well, your 9 drivers in this one. So let's see if we can find the car 6 out there, Jude, if we can. Oh, he's just come underneath us now and he's crashed. Oh, that's perfect. Oh, man. And let me just swap to our stationary camera just for a moment. And Jude, come and get the thing. Getting soaked. So I know it seems futile, but just wiping the camera lens, trying to improve things for the team here. All right, so Ian Young saying, we see we have British weather out there. Yes, well, you know what? It's very similar to yeah, it is. Sander Schulte saying, Netherlands, let's go Lars. And Jason Mander saying, come on, Oliver, Carl Norris, and Oliver for the win. Wow, okay. Bold predictions considering Oliver has just dropped out of the race on 3 laps. But yes, Sander Schulte saying Wesley Van Helmen for the win. Okay, yes. And Tommy Nelson saying this is 1/5, or is this 1/5? Yes, it is indeed. It is 1/5 scale RC Racing. So thank you very much for joining us here from Brittany in France. We are just between Brest and Quidmer in Hanvec in the Brittany region on the east coast of France. It's my first time actually being here. And yeah, it's very, very pretty, apart from, you know, this exact weather right now. So it could certainly be a lot better. Oh, we have a broken number 9. Not broken, just looked broken. That is Jeremy Noel. So it looks like with a minute to go, Teo, who was our first round TQ, is only going to finish maybe with 13 laps, and Cyril is going to finish with 14. Pretty sure this is our top heat because Theo was for TQ in the first round. So Cyril
Work with him.
just crossing over for his 12th lap, or well, cross over for his 12th lap, but Theo Plant has only just crossed over for his 12th. Going to finish on 13, it looks like.
Work together.
Cyril's just crossed over for his 13th. Carl in second. Fabian. Oh, no. No, Lars has just hopped up into third. So it's going to be Cyril, Theo, Lars, Norris, Fabian, Danny, and Jeremy.
Yeah, good work. Finish for Carlos. Finish 6.
Teo's finished. Cyril has finished on 14 laps in 10:36. That is going to be TQ. So between them and A2, so 2 points each. And remember, out of 4 rounds of qualifying, 2 rounds to count. I have the seat for you there.
Thank you. Go back. Okay. Go to technical inspection.
Get the worst of it off. Or move the seat over here. It has suddenly